Well, my piece of shit camera keeps turning off. Fantastic. Because that's what I want this product to do. I don't remember where it cut me off. So I'm going to go with, he supposedly took a picture with a fake mustache and all that. Supposedly before this, he took a picture with his puppy, who I feel worse for the dog, claiming he was at home. I don't believe that for 1 second, but okay. He supposedly partied, gambled, and tried to have the hotel comp him. I got this information from both Colin Cowherd off of FS1 and ESPN, NFL, and who was the other person I listened to? Because I didn't watch Dan last night, or yesterday. I watched something on, or I read something on like ESPN, again, about this. He missed the team meeting. He was reportedly inebriated when he was at the team facility. And I personally say you get rid of him. He's a huge bust. He hasn't played well. All he does is party. He's a fucking moron. He hasn't produced anything on the field. He's a huge bust. Cut him. Good riddance. Everybody wants to say, oh, poor Johnny, we need to help him. He doesn't want your help. He went to rehab, and he sped through it, and then went, I'm perfectly fine. And then he decided to just quit, so fuck him. Los Angeles. Was it 3 teams? Yeah, 3 teams have said they already want to change venue and move to Los Angeles. They have filed the paperwork. That is the Rams, the Raiders, and San Diego. I think San Diego needs to stay in San Diego, although I hear that they've tried to stay in San Diego, and they're not interested. San Diego, that is not interested. So, okay, I think the Rams and the Raiders definitely should move. I think the Raiders should remain the Oakland Raiders, but move to Los Angeles. The Rams move to Los Angeles, absolutely. The Chargers, I hate to have 3 teams in Los Angeles, but I think you probably share a facility with the Raiders. College finale, Clemson versus Alabama. First things first, Bama blew out Michigan State. They outscored them 38-0. Jake Coker was 25 for 30, 286 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had 20 rushes for 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Calvin Ridley had 8 receptions, 138 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Clemson beat Oklahoma 37-17. Deshaun Watson was 16 for 31, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 24 carries for 145 yards and a touchdown. Gellman Jr., the running back, had 26 rushes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, Artavius, Renfro, and Peak had similar stats. Artavius had 5 receptions for 63 yards. Renfro had 4 receptions for 59 yards and a touchdown. And Peak had 4 receptions for 54 yards. That should be a fantastic game. That's next Monday, this coming Monday. I'll absolutely be watching it. It should be a fantastic game. Notre Dame played Ohio State this past weekend. Notre Dame lost, but it was still a fantastic game. We looked good. You got to remind yourself when you watch this, because people like to be really critical. We had a freshman quarterback who wasn't supposed to play starting. So I thought it was a decent game. Jalen Smith hurt his knee. I believe he tore his ACL. I haven't heard anything about it yet, but I think that's what happened. And yeah. What is a catch? It's a big thing going on right now. They've got the catch committee for the NFL trying to figure out what it is. And I was watching Dan Patrick earlier, and they were talking about what they thought the rule should be. And I kind of want to touch base on it. Back in the day, it used to be you have possession of the ball, you got 2 feet in, you fall out of bounds, that's a catch. Now, I have the ball, I catch it, I land both feet in bounds, I take 2 steps out of bounds, I go yay and drop it, and that's incomplete because you didn't complete the process of the catch. All right, this complete the process thing is a bunch of bullshit. I think that when it comes to catching a football, when it comes to this, I argue the same thing. I can't remember who the hell said it when it came to pornography, and that is, I don't know what to call it. I don't have a definition of it, but I know what it is when I see it. I know what a catch is when I watch it. A guy catches the ball, takes 4 steps, falls over, and drops it. That's a fumble. He had possession. He dropped it. If I catch the ball, stumble, and I drop it, that's incomplete. Didn't have possession of the ball. It depends on the situation. But, I'm getting sick of it. I'm sure you guys are getting sick of it. Fuck it. I'm just glad to hear they finally added some receivers to this whole catch rule thing. So, yay for that. All right, so jobs are now available right now in the NFL. Coaches have either been fired, resigned, and I think one of them quit. Or no, sorry, that was the Bills. He just up and quit. That's why they got Rex Ryan. All right, NFL jobs in the NFL. That would make sense if I restated this the correct fucking way. Coaching jobs in the NFL. Giants, Niners, Philly, Miami, Cleveland, and Tennessee. Yep, okay. Sorry, my throat's getting sore from talking so much. The Giants, Coach Coughlin resigned. Very sad to see him go. Had to have it eventually. I hear they're talking to both their coordinators and interviewing some people. I wouldn't mind seeing one of the coordinators get it. They have 2 very good coordinators. The Niners, again, they keep talking about it. I think the Niners go ahead and take Chip Kelly. That's a good fit for him. But you don't put him in charge of player acquisition. You leave him as a coach. Leave the acquisition up to the GM. The Giants, I keep hearing Sean Payton mentioned. I think that would be a decent spot for him. Go ahead, that's fine. Philly, I don't know who's going to end up there. That's a disaster. Miami. Miami might be an okay landing spot for what was Cleveland's coach named? For Cleveland's old coach. I can't think of his name right now. Tennessee, I don't have a freaking clue. I think someone from college is going to come on over. When it comes to Cleveland, they keep. I heard Steve Spurrier might come on over. And this is an absolute shot at Steve Spurrier because, first of all, fuck you. And secondly, I think it's funny. Yeah, definitely. Cleveland should hire Steve Spurrier. That way, Johnny Manziel's got himself a drinking buddy. Ha ha. Fuck you. Yeah, a little biased. But you know what? Fuck Southern Cal. All right, the NFL playoff schedule. Saturday, January 9th at 4:35 p.m. on ESPN. That's Eastern Time. The Chiefs play the Texans. I think the Chiefs edge out the Texans. Should be a good game. At 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, the Steelers play the Bengals. I have the Steelers winning by 10. Sunday, January 10th at 1:05 Eastern Time on NBC, we have the Seahawks and the Vikings. I have the Seahawks blowing out the Vikings because Marshawn Lynch is back. At 4:40 on Fox, I have the Redskins beating the Packers. Sorry, Pat. It's not time for you to. It will be time for you to go, as in out of the playoffs. But I have the Redskins getting beat the next round. So then it will go to next week, which will be Saturday. To be determined, AFC will play the Patriots. To be determined, NFC will play the Cardinals. The winner of either of those games will go to the divisional round and play, to be determined, the Panthers, and to be determined, the Broncos. That's it when it comes to the playoff schedule for the NFL. That's coming from NFL.com. This past Saturday, if the page will load, we had UFC 195, Carlos Condit against Robbie Lawler for the welterweight title. Oh, yeah? Big yawns? Oh, yeah? You want me to pet your dog? All right. Sorry, I'm talking to the dog. I was not talking to myself. Let's see what I did there. Sheldon Westcott beat Edgar Garcia by TKO. Tanaka beat Joe Soto via split decision. Dustin Poirier, decision, Joe Duffy. It was a really good fight. Should have been on the main card. Drew Dober, Scott Holtzman, decision. Justine Kish against Nina Ansaraf. was a decision. It was an okay fight. Alex Morano against Kyle Noak was a decision split. Michael McDonald, rear naked choke, sexy, get out of the... It was just beautiful. You need to look it up. You guys need to watch that. Beautiful reversal onto Misanori Kanahara, and he submitted him via rear naked choke. Beautiful. Abel Chahio submitted guillotine choke Tony Sims. Brian Ortega submitted Diego Brandao via triangle. Albert Tumanov and Lorenz Larkin was a decision split. Stipe TKO'd Andrei Arlovsky in 54 seconds. And then the main event, which was Robbie Lawler, Carlos Condit. Carlos landed just shy of 500 shots, and I'm not making that up. It was 490 something. And Robbie landed just shy of 200, and somehow Carlos lost. Even though people who know nothing about MMA had scored the same way I did, which was Carlos 3 to Robbie 2. Because I gave him the 5th round. But you know what? That's what happens when you put it in the hands of the judges. The judges are terrible. Should be an immediate rematch, as much as I hate immediate rematches. January 17th, 2016, in the TD Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts. And this next weekend. It's in 11 days. There you go. Happy 11 days. It's a very good card on Fox Sports 1. Francimar Barroso against Abdul Karim Al-Jabbar. No, Abdul Karim Edilov. Hey, come here. Hank. Call the dog. Hang on. Hank. Come here, you. Go potty? Go outside? Yeah, go outside. No, maybe. Just stick my head out and I'm going to stare at you. You gotta go outside? You gotta go potty? Okay, good boy. Door is a bitch. Rob Font is going to fight Joey Gomez. Sean O'Connell is fighting Eli Latife. Charles Rosa is fighting Jim Hates. Team Bosch is fighting Ed Herman. I did that on purpose. Paul Felder is fighting Darren Cruikshank. Maximo Blanco is currently fighting an unknown fighter that will probably get cut off the card. Chris Wade is fighting Marbek Tostimov. Patrick Cote is fighting Ben Saunders. Ross Pearson is fighting Francisco Trinaldo. I have Trinaldo in 2 rounds. Travis Hoppa Brown is fighting Matt Mitrione. I have Brown TKOing Mitrione in the 2nd round via elbows. The co-main event, Anthony Showtime Pettis returns, and he's fighting Eddie Alves. I have Showtime in 2 rounds. And in the main event on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful UFC Fight Night 81 card, it is TJ Dillashaw, the current champion, against the former champion, Dominic Cruz. I have Cruz in 3. I think he's just got a quickness that TJ's not going to be able to keep up with. I have Dominic Cruz winning, getting his belt back, and fuck the world. Yeah. Boom. All right, because I don't know if I'm going to upload this in 5 different parts because my piece of shit camera doesn't know how to work. Yeah, I'll probably do it in 3 segments because I'll do the beginning, 2nd, 3rd, which is this part. That's the podcast. First of the year. Woo! As always, we're brought to you as a huge thank you by Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan Experience, JRE, available on YouTube and iTunes. Without Joe, I'd never thought about doing this. Yeah, you guys know that spiel. Also, a huge thanks to Zions, the only energy drink I drink. 0 calories, 0 sugar, no crack, no jitters. The only energy drink I drink. 0 crack, no sugar. Sorry, I had to think through the last part. Great tasting energy drink. The original great tasting 0 calorie energy drink. Real energy for real people. The unique formula that gives you the hashtag power 2. I'm trying to fly through this because my throat is killing me. Today I was drinking Cran Raz. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. Also sponsored by Fox. Not given here, not given there, not given anywhere. You guys have yourselves a lovely, lovely day.